The Senate, at plenary this Tuesday, has called on the federal government to immediately take a lead in combating the abuse of narcotics and other hard drugs in Nigeria. This call became necessary as the Senate believes that Nigeria is currently facing a rise in drug abuse, which has reached an unprecedented level, transforming from a mere transit route in the 90s into a country filled with drug abusers and drug traffickers. Clearview's Eunice Ella Eze was there and now tells us more.
One of the issues giving Senator Hussaini Babangida Oba, representing Jigawa Northwest, sleepless nights is drug abuse. The motion relating to his concern was therefore moved at plenary this Tuesday by him. He noted that about 14.3 million Nigerians between the ages of 15 and 64 abuse drugs, according to a report by the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime and the European Union on drug use in Nigeria.
The Senate is invited to note that Nigeria is currently facing a rise in drug abuse, which has reached an unprecedented level, transforming from a mere transit route in the 90s into a country filled with drug abusers and drug traffickers all over its land space. While a population of 30 to 35 million Nigerians spends approximately $15,000 and $30,000 annually on psychotropic drugs and alcoholic beverages, respectively. The Senate is also to note that according to a report by the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime and the European Union on Drug Use in Nigeria, about 14.3 million Nigerians between the ages of 15 and 64 are drug abusers.
Senator Hussaini also noted that the main drugs abused in Nigeria are mood-altering of psychoactive drugs, performance-enhancing drugs, dependency drugs, as well as prescription drugs whose side effects include addiction, trauma, mental illness, and oftentimes resulting in ill health, violence, and involvement in criminal activities. He is also worried that the prevalence of drug abuse in Nigeria is a public health challenge, which seems to be on the increase despite intervention by international, regional, federal, and state bodies through laws, policies, and technical supports. The Senate commended the sponsor of the motion for his researched work and doggedness to end drug abuse in Nigeria, thereby calling on the government to immediately declare a state of emergency on the use of narcotics in Nigeria, while calling on the NDNEA to immediately swing into action by liaising with the appropriate agencies to initiate a national summit on the menace of drug abuse. Eunice Ella is reporting for Clearview News Desk.